I mean, the original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her.
Yeah.
Weird. So we didn't do that this time.
We've all seen the trailer for what's been described as the worst Disney live-action remake ever, right? But in case you've been living under a rock these past few days, Disney finally dropped the trailer for Rachel Zegler's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Let's just say, they were brave not to disable the comments section. The backlash? Brutal. So brutal, in fact, that Disney has now pushed the release back by an entire year. March 2025 is the new date, but word on the street? The film might never actually see the light of day. Could be shelved. Could be locked in the Disney vault for good. And no, it's not just the trailer. Though over 1 million dislikes didn't help, it reminded Disney that people haven't forgotten all the backlash the film's been getting from day one.
Have you ever been to that Snow White ride at Disneyland?
I get stopped for photos every time I'm online for the Snow White ride, and I have to pretend like, oh God, well, crazy that we're in front of this.
Wait, how often are you in line for the Snow White ride?
I'm a narcissist.
Was the backlash because of the trailer alone? Not really. A lot of it stems from the comments made by Zegler and Gal Gadot about the very movie they were starring in. Zegler made it clear she hated the original Snow White, calling her weak and outdated. That didn't sit well with fans, obviously. And while the press has covered this for months, the trailer only reignited the fire. And then came a bigger question. Does Disney hate men? That question came from none other than Elon Musk. Some say Musk has a personal vendetta against Disney, and it all started when he took over Twitter.
X.
If somebody's gonna try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money, go f yourself. But go yourself. Is that clear? I hope it is. Hey, Bob.
Disney pulled all ads from X, claiming Musk's platform was placing their brand next to hateful content, something Musk denied. But it was enough to spark a war. Musk turned into Disney's newest arch-nemesis. He started taking shots at CEO Bob Iger, predicting that Iger would run Disney into the ground. And now, Musk is funding lawsuits against Disney. Remember Gina Carano? She was fired from The Mandalorian for her political views. Well, Musk's backing her legal fight, literally footing the bill. And all of this is feeding into a bigger narrative Musk is pushing. Disney discriminates against white men.
Look, the term woke is thrown around rather liberally, no pun intended in that regard. I think a lot of people don't even understand really what it means. The bottom line is that infusing messaging as a sort of a number one priority in our films and TV shows is not what we're up to.
And here's where it gets even messier. Disney publicly announced that they're aiming to hire 50% of their cast and crew from underrepresented communities in future projects. Musk claims that's discrimination. And now, he's backing a civil lawsuit accusing Disney of doing exactly that, discriminating against white men. It got worse when a Disney exec, Michael Giordano, was caught in an undercover interview allegedly saying the company's avoiding casting white men in lead roles. That clip? It's now being used as key evidence.
There have been times where, there's no way we're hiring a white male person.
Just kind of unspoken.
There are times when it's spoken, but
How would they say it?
there's no way we're hiring a white male person.
And this wasn't just an isolated comment. Before Disney ever announced the public one-year delay, they'd already postponed the movie, citing reshoots. But behind the scenes, insiders say the real reason was mounting legal pressure and a growing fear that some scenes could be used against them.
Disney wants to make more woke films that tank at the box office. They are more than welcome to do that, but maybe think of an original idea. Maybe not destroy a classic from my childhood and put an actress in there that not only hates the plot and the storyline of the movie she's in, but also seemingly hates Snow White, the character herself.
Speaking of scenes, there was one moment in the trailer that really lit up the internet. In the reimagined version, Snow White meets the seven dwarfs and immediately starts assigning them chores. Not joking. In the original animated film, Snow White volunteers to clean and gets help from friendly animals. In this one, she just hands a broom to a dwarf like a manager giving orders. It's a small change, but people are calling it reverse sexism. Legally? Probably not an issue. But Musk and his team are framing it as more proof that Disney's attitude toward men has changed, and not in a good way.
Does this mean that it's no longer 1937 and we absolutely wrote a Snow White that is
not going to be saved by the prince?
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be.
Lawyers backing the discrimination case are eager to get access to more scenes. That's likely why Disney has gone back for reshoot after reshoot and now delayed the release an entire year. Another issue? Instead of casting real actors for the dwarfs, Disney used CGI. The backlash was loud. Rumors say they may go back to using animated forest animals for the housework scenes, just to play it safe. And Zegler's comments keep resurfacing. Like the time she hinted that her male co-star, the prince, might be cut from the film entirely.
Andrew scenes could get cut.
Let's be clear. Snow White is the main character, yes. But that doesn't mean her co-star Andrew Burnap doesn't matter. His character, Prince Jonathan, may have limited screen time, but he's crucial to the story's ending. And yet, Zegler openly said she didn't like the idea of a love story. Burnap called his character a reluctant hero, though he never explained what that meant. Now, we might not even get the chance to find out. Disney knows the box office performance might be a disaster. But with so many millions already invested, they're not walking away. Their focus now? Damage control. Deadpool and Wolverine was a PR masterclass. Every cast interview was on message. No off-topic rants. Compare that to Snow White, and it's night and day. So the question is, did Disney bring this on themselves with their casting policies and story changes? Or is this a cultural panic gone wild over a modern reimagining? We'll know for sure if the film ever gets released in 2025. Until then, tell us in the comments what you think is coming next. And if you want to know what Brett Cooper had to say about her fellow Snow White, that's the next video you need to watch.